Ladies and gentlemen, tis I, Senor Effin Terrence. I'm getting a little video happy the past couple days. I'm on a roll. Last time I was on a roll, I got cursed out by a million douchebags because I was just pumping them out there and came off the cuff, and I decided, just to post whatever, whenever, and I mean, yeah. But I was just thinking that most of what my subject matter is MMA, and I'm sure a lot of people say, well, look at this fucking Yahoo, couch potato, whatever, guy that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Been to the gym one day in his life. I definitely trained, and now that I had to work, I've went through a lot of life stuff, 4 kids. My daughter's about to be 2, but hopefully I'm going to get back in the gym soon because I'm starting, I used to work like 5:30 in the evening to like 4 in the morning. So most of those videos you saw were like 4 or 5 in the morning when I'm home, like all zombified and retarded. But I actually had a cage fight before. I'm not just some, dick who wants to pick out the faults of others. I mean, I'm no world class guy. I lost by points, but I survived 3 rounds in a cage. I signed the waiver. I punched dude in the face. I got punched in my face. I got slammed. I almost submitted him. It was great. I'm actually going to post a link in the right under this in the description thing so you guys can check it out. Now, listen, it happened. For the most part, I got roughed up. And the main reason for that is because I came in there Napoleon complex, egoed out. I hadn't been training for very long at the time. I'd done lots of martial arts when I was a kid and stuff, and fighting just throughout life. But coming into this fight, I did like 8 months of stand-up and minimal jiu-jitsu because I didn't know anyone who was really high ranked in jiu-jitsu, so it was just more or less like shit I saw on YouTube or UFC. And I don't know, the video cuts out like towards in part of the 3rd round, so I don't know if you get to see it, but I threw up some rubber guard and actually got the dude into mission control. By the way, Dan Arrows, my opponent, much props to you. I don't know if he's still fighting or has fought since, but good kid, ton of heart, and hopefully he stuck with it because he was a good fighter. But yeah, almost subbed him. It was good. But in the end, I lost because I came in reckless. I did not wrestle in high school. I did not wrestle in college. I did not go to a school that trained MMA wrestling. So, all you like internet warrior guys and people who make judgments of what takedown defense is and oh he should have done this, that shit is all bullshit. Unless you know and you've actually trained with like top-notch guys, you don't know. Because after my loss, I went to a different school, which is LA Boxing / Hoboken MMA, which just got bought out by the UFC and is about to be UFC Hoboken. If you're in the area, great place to train. A lot of good guys. Greg Soto's one of the trainers there. From he fought in the UFC. The head coach is Rich Van Houten, great guy. He's got a pro record of 2-0. He knows his shit. He's friends with Jamie Varner, who's trained there briefly. But this isn't like a plug or a promo. I'm just saying, I went there and then I started to learn about what wrestling really was. But the main reason I lost this fight is because I came in with the notion that I'm just going to go in there and whoop this kid's ass. Which would have worked. Didn't know anything about wrestling. Number 1 problem. Bell rings, you'll see. Bell rings, we square up. The camera cuts really quick, but I hit him 3 times within that time frame. I stood southpaw, because I'm orthodox. But I stood southpaw, jab, cross, and then another jab. I went like this, and then you'll see the punch. I tried to like take his head clean off, and clearly he said, "All right, this little bastard is fast and has long arms," and he got up under me, took me down. Well, actually, the first time he tackled me against the cage, and I tried to trip him into a guillotine. If you notice, I like kicked the back of his leg. Stupid move. You know, the drills that I learned at Hoboken MMA, I'd have been off that gate in a second. Once again, went to a karate school, didn't know a goddamn lick about that. So what happened? I got taken down, and then I got taken down again, and I didn't practice BJJ. So, you know, other than what I saw BJ Penn do, I was just throwing shit out there, and you know, not making excuses, because you know, there's no excuse for lack of training and just thinking you're gonna go out there and do it. But I'm sure a lot of people watch fighters and say, "Oh, you should have done this and that," or look at me and say, "Look at this critical fucking troll asshole dick talking all this shit. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about." No, I really do. I really got, you know, roughed up by a youngster. Another funny thing about that fight, the statistics, if you look it up, it's under New Breed Fighters. New Breed Fighters. And it was October 10th, 2010. Pretty sure that's the date. The paperwork said the kid was 5'6". If you look at the fucking video, I'm 5'4.5", alright? Probably 5'4", barefoot, whatever. 5'6" is 2 inches taller than me. That's here with it. The kid was like fucking 5'11". Another thing I did stupid, I didn't believe in cutting weight. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like Frankie Edgar. No, I give so much respect to that guy. You don't even understand. Because I'm bio weight, like 140, and when I was training heavily, my cardio knocked me down to like 129-ish, 130-ish. So I actually had to bulk up to weigh in at 133 for the fight. This kid probably cut like 10 pounds and was weighing like 145, closer to 150 during fight time, and I fucking felt the difference. Once again, had I known how to wrestle, had I trained wrestling, you know, I'm like the smallest guy at the gym, so I'm used to wrestling guys that are 150, 160, fucking, and bigger, so, you know, not that I would have thrown him around, but I would have been better to defend myself and keep it standing where I wanted it. But again, didn't cut weight, didn't know what the hell I was doing. But, you know, I think that just throwing myself in there gave me a much better understanding and a much bigger appreciation for what these guys go through. So when you hear me out there calling people names and talking shit, it's not because I don't understand or I'm some, you know, wannabe or critical douche. I mean, sure, I'm not a great fighter, but I have practiced it. I have tried it. I signed the waiver. I put my ass out there. And in the end of the video, you don't see it, but the fight is basically me getting taken down, and he got a good slam on me in the third round. I hit him, takes me down. Pretty much goes on like that until I almost subbed him. Then the ref, Gaspar Oliver, good guy, stood it up, and the kid stepped in. So I dropped my hands, because I'm like, this little motherfucker's not taking me down again. What does he do? Right hook from hell. Catches me right here. And I did the... I fell like slow motion with the zombie hands. It was fucking epic. So as I'm falling, I was aware, but my body, he like shocked my fucking consciousness. I've never been hit like that. Not by a person, at least. But, total consciousness shocker. Then I managed to fix my eyes and look at Mr. Gaspar Oliver, the ref, like, don't call the fight. I wasn't saying this, but this is what my eyes were saying. Don't call the fight, my kids are here. Boom! And I hit the floor, and actually, in that motion, the kid broke his fucking thumb on my face. If you look at New Breed Fighters on the website, it says that he had to get x-rayed and suspended for broken thumb. But, you know, then he hesitated for a minute, jumped on top of me, bell rang, we hugged each other, talked about it backstage. It was awesome, but, you know, cage fighting is not easy, and I understand that, and I respect you guys that I talk shit about. Just know that I understand.